Hello, Northeast District family. Welcome to this NED Talk, 3 minutes to equip your church. I am Dr. Anita, and I have with me today Pastor Corey from Fusion Church in Cobleskill, New York, and Pastor Robert from BWC in Cherryville, Pennsylvania. And today we're talking about the online church, how we are streaming our worship services. And when we can take that next step of being intentional, this is a wonderful opportunity for spiritual formation, for discipleship. And so, pastors, why don't you share a bit how you make this online ministry something that's very discipleship oriented?
Yeah, I think one of the things we do is we try to comment with the people that are online. That's the time where they're mostly online is actually during the service. We try to communicate with them, and it can be a very simple, hey, how's it going? Or where are you coming from? To get some sort of engagement. Now, not everybody's going to engage, and we have to understand that, and be okay with that because it is hard for some people, they're on the fringe and they're just checking us out and they're not going to comment. But that's like that at church, there you have your congregational members that come in right as the service is starting, and then they leave just as quick as they come, they leave. And it's different steps in their faith journey. But I think the commenting thing is good. I think the other thing too is like if you have tools and discipleship opportunities that you're putting in print, like right now, we're going through Lent. And so we have a Lent guide on the website and on our church app, that is the same Lent guide as they are as they're getting in person. So that's also important. Another thing too is like if they're not from around here, maybe they're like we're in Cobleskill. We have people that watch in Texas. Saying, hey, try to connect with a local church if you feel comfortable with them, and even giving your information out, to so that they can be baptized, so that they can have a community there as well.
Yeah, and we do a lot of those things too. It's cool when you can do them well. And Pastor Corey, I know you guys are. Um, and it's very important to be intentional about it. We we probably we don't do baptisms well. I haven't figured out a way to do that, and maybe Pastor Corey or other district people could help us figure that out. But that's just, that's something I want to do, but I don't know what would be a good way to do it yet. But we offer a kind of a kids lesson before the service starts. So during our announcement time, where the scrolling announcements and music plays, in the middle of that, we one of our pastors will do a quick opening, and then we play the through the Orange curriculum, the video that they have that they produce each week. We have that subscription. So it's very low effort on our part. We don't have to do a lot of curriculum planning and prep. But that's a way to kind of include families. And I think we have probably usually around 50 or 60 people watching that each week. And it's very, like I said, low energy. Like we don't have to do a lot to make that happen and to produce that. Um, in addition, we target the e-campus with a specific Bible study or book study that's completely virtual. And we offer that at different times to try to hit people that may not be able to come for a Wednesday night in the, typical or traditional setting where they would come in person. So it's all virtual over Zoom. Right Now Media will use also, and they have a really, 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 really cool platform where you can be on like we are now in Zoom, but be joining together in a video. So you watch a video and then it has all the questions and the study guide with it. It's kind of like an all-in-one thing where you can join from anywhere and still like have meaningful discussion, and it's not clunky at all. And your church, I'm not sure if the Wesleyan Church does any sort of accounts for that or anything, but Bethany Wesleyan, we have to where we offer that free to anyone in the church. In terms of youth, though, that's another one where I'm just like, how do you reach teenagers online virtually? So that's something that we're working through. If you have any ideas about that, let me know, because the way that we traditionally do church is not meeting that. It's not hitting that the way that they do it. Like it's all has to be kind of like these Ned Talks. Like they value very short 30-second minute clips and that's it. Like if you try to keep their attention for longer than that, you're losing them. So it's like how do you speak to them and speak to their spiritual needs in that short of a time, and how do you do that from an organizational standpoint?
Beautiful, beautiful. Well, I think this conversation is a great example of the method that we use is not as important as just making the commitment to disciple people, make disciples and grow them in their faith. And even just your humility in sharing that you don't have all the answers is another great message for us to just keep trying and try until something works. So thank you so much for sharing. And I know that you welcome any emails if people want to reach out for more conversation. Thank you.